Welcome everybody to our tip-off slash media event. Looking forward to obviously an exciting season, and it's nice to see so many familiar faces in the room. First of all, I want to welcome our 9 West Coast Conference men's basketball coaches here. We appreciate you taking the time to visit with everybody today.
What are some of the steps you think early in the season are most important for championship level programs?
In our situation this year, we're replacing probably the best backcourt combination in the history of the school, and so we're trying to just give guys opportunities and find ways to just get better.
I'll ask this question from Rodney via Facebook, which is on the subject of what we're talking about. He says, is the West Coast Conference a multi-bid league this season? Also, how many teams do you see making the NCAA?
I think it's definitely a multi-bid league. I think this is as good. You and I have been around this conference a long time now. It's as good as I've ever seen it.
I want to blister it up the floor as fast as we can, and I want to play pressure defense. We want to play offensive and offensive defense, but we don't want to play crazy, wild, undisciplined defense either, because that leads to too many easy baskets.
This question via Facebook, what type of pace do you envision for both sides of the ball this year?
Well, number one, defensively, we're going to get out and challenge. We're not going to be wild and pressing and doing things that are out of character. Tell our guys, we get steals and rebounds and quick outlets. We want to get layups, dunks, and wide open threes, obviously to the right people.
The excitement of getting a new group together and you haven't lost and you got all the potential to win all your games and everyone's on the same playing field and you're trying to solve that puzzle of how to get to be the best team that this team can be.
When you have a change at point guard and you lose a guy like Mickey, he seemed to be an extension of the coaching staff a year ago out on the floor, working the new relationships. How important is that?
Just replacing that leadership component. I think our team will be different. We're going to have to establish our identity as a team and who we're going to play off of and things like that. But that part is doable. You have to get guys to step up and replace his leadership. I think that's the toughest part. Losing a really good player, a really good leader like Mickey.
This is from Patrick via Facebook. He says, how do you replace the leadership of Matt Dorr and Devin Ginty?
Darian Norris is a guy that we really look to this year. He's our lone senior. His leadership and his experience is a guy that our players and our staff will rely heavily on.
What are some of the things that you're stressing with your group this year to help handle the expectations?
We looked at all the things that got us beat, and turnovers were a big thing for us. Transition defense was a big thing for us. Now we have some senior leadership. We have some second and third year players that can help coach it as well. So in that way, that's what you're trying to get to. And then the biggest thing is, knock on wood, stay healthy.
I think just the excitement of college basketball starting this time of year is, in general, a good feeling. It gets tempered a little bit with some things that may happen to your team. Certainly us losing maybe our best player to a knee injury. But just the excitement of the freshmen coming along and seeing who can develop and get better, and the competition within practice has been fun.